I have a little ribbed cotton like jersey turtleneck situation. So you get some serge seams, a very basic construction, not anything to write home about. If you're looking for like a base layer that's like not expensive, these are $25. This may be a good option, but overall the fabric on this is 93% cotton, 7% spandex. So very average, very run of the mill, nothing to write home about type of fabric blend. Construction is fine. You do get a little bit of waviness over here on the hem, which just means that it could have been cover stitched a little bit better. Do you see how there's no waviness, no puckering in the sleeve, but there is on the hem? That is just a teeny tiny nitpicky tension issue. Moving on to their like 3D cotton knits, I have one giant issue, and that is I've already worn this sweater and I washed it and it shrunk like pretty significantly, and I washed it on my regular old normal cycle. So this shrinking to me is a very, very bad sign. It literally shrunk to the point where like the sleeves are now way too short. Like I think the sleeves shrunk probably 1.5 inches from when I first tried it on. Once again, you don't get reinforcing ribbons on the button plackets, but you do get an invisible, like a blind stitch here, which is cool because you don't see it from the outside, which is a nice touch. And this actually has to be done by hand, which is a little bit of a red flag to me because you can imagine what that cost of labor is for this sweater to cost like $50 and have hand finished details. I did get the matching skirt with this, and as you can see here, it is machine stitch. So the difference between like a machine stitch and a blind hand stitch is you don't see this from the outside, but you will see this right over here from the outside. And you do get the ribbed elastic waist and one back seam. So it's basically just sewn as a circle skirt with like one back seam. When I tried this on in store, I actually thought this looked really cute, and especially as a set. So I'm very conflicted because I think the shrinking factor is going to be a huge deal breaker for me because I hate when things shrink in the wash. The funniest thing is after I spent so long praising the construction of Uniqlo and how good it was for the price point, as I was putting the skirt away, it fell apart. So do with that information what you will, friends. I can definitely fix it and it's not a big deal because this is where the tag is. So this is where the threads were joined and they did not reinforce the spot enough. So the thread literally just like unraveled. You just never know.